Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out a stellar lumens chart. And what is going on in here, in my view, is truly fascinating because the structures in this area, in my opinion at least, are very much complicated. First things first, if you remember, the last time that we talked about XLM, I think we were right in here, and the idea was that number one, I need to see soon a move up in order to take this important high, which will be a great sign indicating that overall whatever move on the downside that we are going to have, it's just going to be a correction structure. And number two, we need to see one way or the other in XLM yet another strong move up, a 1 2 3 4 5 without a lot of overlapping of the waves in order to take the highest high in here, in order for me to flip bullish and say with a good bit of confidence that, you know what, maybe the final low right in here about, let's say, the 36 area is already in. But why? Because in terms of Elliott Waves, if you want to say that we're going to have our final low around here, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low a 1 2 3 4 5 wave. This specific example is called an impulsive movement. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave. Wave 3 is not allowed to be the smallest wave. This is a huge no-no in Elliott waves. And for our sub waves, okay, we need to be able to find 5 wave up into wave 1 3 and 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different scenarios. I don't know, let's say sure, ABC into wave 4 and like a WXY structure into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is going on. And this was basically the idea in the previous update. I said if we get another 5 wave up, at that point I'm able to say, you know what, this is on a higher degree a beautiful impulse on the upside, suggesting the final low is already in. And we did get a move up, and in it, as you can see, we did take the high side by like a very small margin. But question is this actually a 5 wave, or maybe something else in XLM is going on? First things first, allow me to tell you this. I think there's a very good chance we are having in this whole phase a correction structure on the upside and not an impulse. And for example, I can actually make a decent argument for having an ABC zigzag, maybe even an ABC flat, suggesting, well, maybe we're going to do something like this, but then we're going to have another move down in order to take this low. And now let's talk about the reason for why I believe we are going to have a move down one way or the other. So let's check out two different counts in the interest of being 100% objective. The first count is going to be the bullish one, suggesting that we are having 5 up into 1 in here, correction for wave 2, and maybe like a 1 2 wave 3 to about here, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5 into wave 3, and I guess this can be like a triangle structure into wave 4 and another move up into wave 5. Now, why is this the bullish count? Because again, this white 5 wave up can be into this larger degree wave 5, indicating overall the final low is in and we are bullish. But after a 5 wave up, we also said this in the previous update, what are we going to have? You know it, a move on the downside, hopefully in form of a correction structure. Now, this is the key, pay attention. If this is going to be a correction, I'm actually thinking about having most likely an ABC zigzag, which the subwaves for it are going to be like this. 5 wave down into a very strong move down, correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, maybe even a triangle, not really that important, and yet another 5 down into wave C. Let's go on the live chart. Okay, so here's the situation. I think we can all agree this is a very strong move down, and in it I am 1000% able to find a beautiful 1 2 3 4 5 wave impulsive structure. So this is a 5 wave, followed by that, as you can see, so far starting from here or here, doesn't really matter. It seems like that we are having a very slow and choppy move up, which is what, yes, you guessed that right, a characteristic of a corrective movement, indicating that after this phase is over, we are going to have another move down. So this is our bullish count, suggesting the final low is already in. But this doesn't mean that in the short term we're going to go straight up. No, in fact, even this thing suggests we are going to have one way or the other a move on the downside. Now let's talk about another possibility that can be in play in here, and that unfortunately is going to be the bearish scenario. You see, I still believe this is a 5-wave up. This is a correction down, followed by another 5-wave on the upside. I still believe also this is a correction structure down. However, in here, I'm going to argue maybe this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to about this point, correction down, and yet another 5-wave on the upside. So essentially, we are having maybe like an A, B, C zigzag, and these two 5-waves also can be the subwaves for yet another ABC. So what do you have on a higher degree? Maybe a WXY in form of a double zigzag, suggesting overall the low is actually not in, and at one point in XLM we can expect a move down in order to take the lowest low down here about 36 cents, and we may even go like a bit lower. Now if you want to count on this scenario to be in play, then okay, I think you should probably consider this move down as a very strong impulse now into a wave 1, followed by a slow move up, a correction into wave 2, and what's next? You know it, decent move down into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So what happened? One way or the other, whether you want to be bullish or bearish in XLM, seems like that in the short term, most signs, I'm not going to say all signs because that is simply not the case, and also there is no certainty in any market. We are at any given moment only talking about the possibilities. So let me just say this. Most signs in XLM, whether you want to go according to the bullish or maybe the bearish count, indicate that we are going to have yet another move on the downside. And the move down itself is not really that important. It is sort of kind of honestly predictable. What really matters is this. What are we going to do after this move? Are we going to have, for example, a very strong extension and followed by that maybe a consolidation pattern and yet another move on the downside? If we're going to get this is going to be actually a very, very bad sign, further confirming the final low is not in, and this is indeed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the other hand, after having another move down, are we going to get a very strong bounce back, maybe a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave in order to take this important high right in here? Because if we do this, that's actually going to be a great bullish confirmation, indicating, you know what, we are bullish, and on a higher degree, this might be a beautiful setup, suggesting maybe, excuse me, this whole 5-wave is into a wave 1, followed by a correction for wave 2, and what's next? Massive move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. And because in terms of Elliott's waves, wave 3 is known to be quite a strong and sharp move on the upside, maybe we are going to see something very, very special in XLM for the next couple of weeks. So at the moment, let me tell you this, one way or the other, seems like this is a very slow move up, indicating we're going to have yet another move on the downside. But then you need to pay full attention to what is going to happen next. If we get a strong move up, great sign. If we get just a simple consolidation pattern and yet another move down, well, unfortunately, that means the final low is just simply not in yet. And even according to this count, overall and in the midterm, we are still going to remain absolutely bullish. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XLM's charts. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.